Hi everyone. So welcome back to Google IT Support Professional Certification course. This is Vinay speaking with you. So in our today's session, we will be talking about how to configure and implement a web server in Windows operating systems. I think all of you know how to browse a website. Every day we browse so many websites, right? Like facebook.com, google.com, yahoo.com, so many websites. Now, first of all, what is the purpose of a website? Why we are browsing a website? Maybe the same question if I ask you in the old days, like maybe 10 to 15 years back, so answer will be to get some information. Now, website, is it only to get some information? No. There are a lot of advantages nowadays for a website, like e-commerce website, shopping websites, net banking was made very simple with the help of these websites. In the old days, you want to do some transactions, maybe to your friends, family, you have to come to the bank, stand in a line, and you need to do the transactions. But now you can do the transactions online from your desktop at your home. Okay, and what else? Maybe social networking websites like Facebook, maybe Instagram, etc. So you want to talk with your friends, communicate with your friends, we are using social networking websites. Like different websites, different purposes. Every company will have a website. You talk about any organization, so Google, Yahoo, any company, they have their own website. So what is the purpose of websites? Maybe for example, you are working in an organization, your company has its own website. Now, what is the purpose of your company website? Maybe your company want to tell to customers, to clients, to everyone, what is the purpose of your organization, what services you are going to provide, etc. Now, nowadays you want to reach the public, the best way to reach the public is the website. Okay. So in the old days we used to go with advertisements, maybe we used to supply pamphlets, holdings, different ways. Now, so websites are very simple because everyone is connected to internet. Everyone is browsing websites. Okay, so websites is the best place to reach everyone right now. So today class we will be seeing how to configure a web server. So it can be any operating system, like you talk about Windows, you talk about Linux. So they have their own services to implement web servers. So today's topic is related to Windows. So I'll be showing you how to configure a web server with the help of Windows operating system 2012 server operating system. Okay, just for your knowledge, this web server, if I want to configure in Windows, so I can configure in any operating system 2012, 2008, 2016, okay, 2000. So from NT onwards we have this web service in Windows. Even client operating systems, you maybe have a Windows 7, Windows 8 on your machine also you can host a website actually. Okay, so if you check this slide once, so if you talk about web server in Windows, so we will be using a service called as IIS, Internet Information Services. Now, as a IT expert, IT administrator, your responsibility might be to manage a website also for your organization. As we came to know, every company might have a website. Now, who manages the website? Administrator, IT administrator. So if it is Windows, we have to work on this service called as IIS, Internet Information Services. So IIS, which is used to host the information over internet. It can be intranet or internet, within the office, outside the office purpose. You can host a website successfully with the help of this feature IIS, which provides integrated, reliable, dependable, scalable, expandable, manageable, easy to manage web server you want. You need this feature called as IIS. Now, from which operating system we have this IIS? When you talk about server operating systems, so this is what the history of the IIS in different operating systems. Like from 2000, from NT onwards we have this IIS 2.0. Right now, the one which I am showing is the last one using IIS 8.0 with the help of this operating system, Windows 2012 server operating system. Now, what I can do with the help of this IIS? Like what type of sites I can host? So I can host a HTTP website, I can host a HTTPS website, I can host a FTP site also. Now, when you type any URL in your browser, www.yahoo.com, google.com, automatically browser will show HTTP, right. Okay. So, what is HTTP? So, HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. It is a worldwide publishing service. If I want to get the website, if I want to give you the website, between two computers the transactions will be happening with the help of this protocol HTTP, and its port number is 80. You want to provide security also, you can provide. So, this protocol is easily configured and it supports security encryption also. So, default port number of this HTTP is 80. So, as I said, using IIS you can host a website in the intranet as well as internet also. Okay, for example, so in this diagram you can see internet web server. So, the circle is office. In your office you are the IT expert, you hosted a website. Okay. Now, who will be accessing this website? Who? Maybe everyone in the world should access this website. So, this is internet website. That means every person can access this website, like how we are browsing Yahoo, Facebook, how we are browsing Google. In the same way, everyone can access this website. Okay, for example, here the client, what he is doing, he is typing the URL. If you check this slide once, so he is typing this address www.ms.com. Once he enters this address in his computer, the request will go to DNS. In the last session we talked about DNS. DNS will tell the IP address of the web server. Using that IP address you will contact the web server which is in the office, you will get the website. Like this, everyone can access this website from any corner in the world because it is a internet website. So, internet website means, so like how we are browsing Yahoo, the same way. Now, another type of website is intranet, within the office. Some organization will be configuring a web server only for the office purpose. Okay. So, for example, in this slide you can see this is an intranet website. Intranet means who can access this website? Only the office people can access. Like user in the office, he is browsing some URL. He is contacting the web server in the office, he is getting the website. Now, from my home, can I access this website? I can't access this website because it is a intranet website. Now, it can be intranet or internet. What are the basic requirements I need? Okay, for example, these are the basic requirements. Requirements to host a web server successfully. Now, first of all, server should have a static IP. Static IP means permanent IP address. Okay. And if it is internet purpose, not for the office, everyone should access this website. At that time, the IP address should be public IP. Public IP you have to purchase from your ISP, internet service provider. Next, we need DNS service for like domain name registration, we need second point. Okay, like for example, I want to host a website in the internet, www.yahoo.com. So, what I have to do is I have to register this website yahoo.com. Using some websites like godaddy.com, you can register the websites. So, maybe you have time, check the internet once, www.godaddy.com. You try to enter a name, something like xyz.com. You want to register this name, you can register. Registering this domain name is not free of cost. Okay, depending on the extension, .com, .net, price changes. Okay. So, after that, we need DNS service for naming resolution, the one which converts names to IPs, IPs to names. Okay. And after that, we need a home directory to keep all the web pages. Okay. So, whenever user browses, so you will be getting a web page, right. So, that web pages we have to keep in the save in the web server. So, if we have the following requirements right now, so you can successfully configure a web server. Now, let me show you practically how to configure a web server using Windows operating system 2012 server OS. Okay. So, let us go back to our server once. Okay, this is my web server. Okay. So, this is my web server right now. Now, if I want to configure a website, host a website in this server, right now the OS is 2012. Okay. So, any service in the operating system 2012, you have to install from server manager. Okay. I open server manager. you can see add roles and features. So I already installed the service to save our time, but how to install, this is the procedure, add roles and features. Okay, once I click on add roles and features, a new wizard will appear. All I need to do is click next until you see the screen server roles. Okay, in server roles page, so what service you want to install? Like in the previous classes I showed you Active Directory we have installed. We installed DNS in the previous sessions. Like this, right now what service you want to install? I want to install web service, IIS, Internet Information Services. So what service you want? You check that box, click next and install. Okay, so right now as I said, in order to save our time, I already installed. Okay, process is very simple, check the box and install it. Okay, once installation is done, so in the start you will get a console called as IIS. You can see this is the console, Internet Information Services. So if I open this, okay, this is IIS 8, Internet Information Services 8, that is the version name of this OS, IIS in this OS. So I want to host my own website. So first we came to know we need web pages. So if I open computer, my computer, I already have some web pages for my practical purpose. I saved these web pages for my lab purpose. So these are just home pages. For example, so if I open Yahoo, okay, this is the home page which I saved. The home page means I can't click images and go to images. Okay, you will get only this page. Practical purpose, I just saved some pages in this computer, Z drive, web pages folder. Okay, this is my home directory where I keep all my web pages of my website. As IT administrator, I'll keep everything in this web pages folder. Okay, now, so what I will do, I'll open this Internet Information Service. Right click sites, add a website. Okay, site name, I'll give a random name. So for example, let us say yahoo.com. Name is just an example here. You can give any name you want. So your organization name. So what website name you want to host, you can give that name there. Okay, I just gave the name yahoo.com. So after that, if you check this server operating system here, so physical path, it is asking me where are your web pages. My web pages, everything my programmers gave to me. Okay, so all my web pages what my programmers, web designers gave, I kept everything in my practical drive. In that practical drive, Yahoo folder is the place where I kept my web pages. My IP address of the server. Now how my users will be browsing my website, www.yahoo.com. With what name users will browse, that name. I'll click OK. Okay, now whenever someone browses my website, for example, I'll open Internet Explorer. If someone browses my website yahoo.com, what should be the default page that I have to configure? So in order to configure the default page, so I'll go back to this server operating system here. You have option called as default document. Okay, so in this default document, I need to enter the website web page name here. Okay, but where is my web pages? In my practical drive. So in order to go to there, yahoo.com explore. This is my web page. I'll copy that name. Now this is a HTML file. You can see this is the HTML file. I'll open IIS yahoo.com, default document, add. So I'll enter the extension, the name and the extension, the name which I copied, and the extension, it is a HTML file. So I'll click OK. Okay, so my job is done. As a web administrator, I successfully hosted my website. Okay, now how user will browse? In his computer, he will enter this address www.yahoo.com. But already we came to know in the DNS sessions, you can't contact the web server using name directly, you need IP address. So when I enter this URL, my request will go to my DNS server, right? So generally you don't get this website by default. Request will be going to DNS server. In the DNS server, I have to create a new zone. A primary zone, zone name, your website name, yahoo.com. Now in this yahoo.com zone, you have to create records, host and alias, which we already discussed in the DNS sessions. Now host, which computer is hosting your website? System 1. Example, this computer name. IP address of this computer, it is 10.0.0.1. Generally, DNS server, web server will be two different computers in the real time, in the production environment, in the organizations. Right now, practical purpose, I am assuming DNS, web server, same computer. New alias, a nickname www, so which is pointing to yahoo.com, system 1. Okay, after you create, then you will get this web page. Okay, so right now I got this web page automatically because I have done some pre-configuration, like that is the reason. So or else first you have to create this DNS zones, then only you will get the website. That is how a website will be hosted. Now this is intranet website within the office. Okay, now who can browse my website? Only my network people can browse. Everyone should browse this website. At that time, this name you have to register. Okay, like as I said, a website name godaddy.com, you go to that website, you register this name. That means your website name is registered in the internet. And at that same time, you have to purchase a public IP address. You take the public IP address assigned to your server. Now if I configure these two things successfully, everyone can access your website from any corner in the world. So that's how you can host a website. Now let's do some changes to this website. Okay, for example, here if you look at this page, IIS page. Okay, so now you type www.yahoo.com, you will get the Yahoo page. Okay, now if I click on images, generally I have to go to images. If I click on mail, I have to go to the mail pages. But right now, so we didn't configure anything, right? We just configured a home page. Now how do I configure all these things? Right now the web designer, your software employee, the programmer in the office, he will configure hyperlinks. Okay, while creating this website, designing, he will configure hyperlinks. That means hyperlinks means you click mail, you will go to the mail page. You will click images, you will go to the images page. Okay, now these are all called as virtual directories. Virtual directory is nothing but a subdirectory. This is the home page. So if I click images, you will go to the images pages, that is a subdirectory. You go to dictionary, you click on dictionary, you will go to the dictionary page, that is a subdirectory. Now how to configure the subdirectory, let us see. For this configuration, I have another web pages, Yahoo mail pages. Right now, first we have used Yahoo, this is the home page. Now these are the virtual directories. They can be present anywhere in the computer, no need to present in the same drive, same folder, anywhere. Okay, let's configure a mail, Yahoo mail. So that means I designed another web page, Yahoo mail web pages. I want to link this in this home page. I'll open is yahoo.com, add virtual directory. Virtual directory name is mail. Where are my mail pages? So mail pages are present in my practical drive, Yahoo mail folder. So I'll explore mail. I'll go to the mail pages, copy that HTML file name. Okay, default document, add that name here. Paste the name with an extension .html. Our job is done. Now, if someone is browsing my website, yahoo.com means Yahoo page you will get. If the programmer already defined the virtual directory, you click on this mail page, you will go to the mail page. Right now, we didn't configure anything related to hyperlinks. Okay. So right now, what I will do, in order to access this mail page, I will type /mail. You enter. You have to get the mail page. So I'll just this is problem with the cache. So I'll just remove my temporary information and I try to browse it again. Okay, I'll delete the previous temporary history. Okay, this is a common problem because just now I hosted the website here and this is Internet Explorer. Okay, www.yahoo.com. You should get Yahoo page. Okay, let me fix this problem once. So as a IT administrator, you don't just configure, you should be aware of troubleshooting also. Right now, I'll try to ping. I'll check why my website is not working. So www.yahoo.com. So I'm not getting any reply here. So there is a problem with the DNS. So what I will do is ipconfig flush DNS. Again I'll ping. You can see this time I am getting a reply. So this is how you can fix your problem. That means you hosted a website, you configure DNS, but your website is not working. So how you can fix? You try to go to command prompt and ping. If reply is coming, everything is perfect. If reply is not coming, there is a problem with the DNS. You clear the cache and you try to browse it again now. So you should get the Yahoo page. Okay. Now if I want to browse mail page, I'll type /mail here. It's www.yahoo.com /mail. Okay, you will get the mail page. Like this, you can configure hundreds of virtual directories under this same website www.yahoo.com. Now, if you have programming knowledge, in the home page itself, you configure hyperlinks. You click on mail, you will go to the mail page. You don't need to manually type /mail. Okay, that is how you can configure virtual directories also. Now, I want to show you one more practical, which is something called as HTTP redirection. How to redirect the websites from one website to another website. Like for example, let's say in the old days, maybe you are already familiar with this hutch.com. So where we used to recharge our mobile phones, everything using that website. Now if you type hutch.com, that website, will it be working? No. So because it is converted to Vodafone, right? Okay. In the old days, when Hutch was converted to Vodafone, when I used to type hutch.com, so directly my website used to go to vodafone.com. But how it is happening, let us see. That means the name changed, ownership changed of your website. At that time, how do you configure the redirection? Okay, for example, let me show you how to configure this HTTP redirection. For this we need two websites. Let me configure another website. Okay, this is, let's say, for example, google.com. I got google.com web pages in my practical drive. You can see Google pages, IP address www.google.com. Click OK. Okay, same procedure. So I'll explore and copy the HTML file name. I'll paste it under google.com default document. And I'll configure DNS zones for google.com. So we are assuming we are hosting the website Google. So for our website we are creating the DNS zones in our office. Under google.com I'll create host and alias records. Okay, my job is done. So now when I try to browse Google, I should get Google page. Okay, so two websites I have right now. I got Google, I got Yahoo. But now I want redirection. That means whenever someone types Yahoo, their page automatically should be redirected to Google. So in order to do this, so what I will do, yahoo.com. So I need an option called as HTTP redirection here, but which is not available. So in order to get that, you go back to server manager. So that is one of the feature of your IIS web service which you have to install manually. In server roles page, already I installed web server, but I need to add this feature called as HTTP redirection. So if I scroll down, web server, common features, you can see HTTP redirection. I have to check that box. Okay, and if you want to add any other features related to this IIS, you can add. For example, maybe I want to configure FTP server also. I can check this box FTP. All are part of this web server. So I checked FTP as well as HTTP redirection, because I want to show you how to configure FTP server also. So once I click on install, this installation starts. Okay, so installation will take a couple of minutes. So once installation is done successfully, you can configure this HTTP redirection. Now let me show give you another example for HTTP redirection when the installation is going on. Okay, in the old days, there is a bank called as UTI Bank. Okay, now the bank name has been changed to Axis Bank. So I am the customer of this UTI. So in the old days, if I want to browse this website, bank website UTI, I'll type uti.com. Okay, but now is it working? No, Axis. But at that time when the bank people change this name, website also has been changed, but all customers don't know name has been changed. So we used to browse the same website UTI. So the bank administrator, what he has done, he configured this HTTP redirection. That means customers who are typing UTI, they'll be automatically redirected to Axis, like how I said Hutch, you redirected to Vodafone in the same way. Okay, so that is what we are going to see now. So right now what we are seeing is we have Yahoo, we have Google. Two working websites are there. When I say two working websites, you type google.com, you are getting Google page. If you type Yahoo, you are getting Yahoo page. Okay, but now what I want, if someone browses Yahoo, they should be redirected to Google automatically. Okay, that is what we want to do. So once this is completed, you will get a message, installation succeeded. So, you install this feature HTTP. In a few minutes later, we will talk about FTP, that service also we install. So, both are part of this IIS, Internet Information Services. Okay, so when this process is happening, so I just closed this console to reopen as we are doing the installation. If I open this IIS, now you can see, if I expand the server, okay, so if I click on yahoo.com, you will find out a new option called as HTTP redirection here. Okay, HTTP redirection. Okay, I'll enter the URL. So right now we are working on Yahoo. I want to redirect it to Google. So I'll type Google address here, http:// so www.google.com. Okay, www.google.com. I'll click apply. Okay, our job is done. So now verification. If someone is browsing, I'll open browser. Okay, I'll enter the address www.yahoo.com. Now what should happen? Automatically I should get Google page. You just refresh once, you will get automatically to Google page. So that's how HTTP redirection also will be working. Okay, now let's configure FTP server also. Now FTP stands for File Transfer Protocol. Okay, now what I can do with the help of this FTP? So for example, in your office there are so many employees. Now all these employees want to download some files from the server or upload some files to the server. At that time you can use this service called as FTP. So I'll provide this uploading and downloading feature to my users with the help of a site, that is FTP site. Okay, I already installed this FTP feature. First I'll create a folder in my computer. Okay, I'll name the folder name as data. All my employees data I'll keep here with some documents. Okay, a new document you can see. Okay, now I'll open IIS, add FTP site. Now if you have observed, previously I don't have this option, I have only add website. Now it is available because in the few minutes back we installed it. Add FTP site. Okay, site name I'll give it as my site 1. Now where are my documents, everything I kept in my one of my drive, Z drive, data folder. That means all my employees will browse this folder from browser. What files they can download and upload the files. I'll click next. IP address of this server. Okay, so no SSL. I want anonymous access, everyone should access this, all users should access this with upload and download permissions. Read and write means uploading and downloading. Finish. So my job is done. So how my employees will be accessing this site? So in the URL FTP:// my server IP address. Once they enter, they will get the FTP site. You have seen, right, I created a new text document, the same document is available here. Now how they can download or upload? So they will go to view tab, open FTP site in File Explorer. Now there are so many applications like FileZilla, okay, which will help you to directly connect to the FTP server instead of browser, which is very simple for uploading and downloading. Right now, so you can see this open FTP site in File Explorer. I'll click on that one. So once I click on this FTP, you can see the same document. I'll copy this one and paste. That is how you can download. Maybe you have some files in your computer, you want to upload to the server, copy them and paste here. That's how uploading and downloading will be working with the help of this FTP. Okay, so this is about your IIS, Internet Information Services, how to host a web server. I hope the session is very informative to you. So we have seen successfully how to configure web server in Windows. So this is Vinay Kumar signing off. Thank you everyone.